Today we're going to be drawing a beluga whale.
Bailey from Finding Dory.
You got your marker?
Yes.
Alright, we hope you guys are going to follow along with us. This is going to be a lot of fun because at the end we're going to do some cool shading to make her look 3D.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready to start?
Yeah.
We're going to start with our paper vertical, and that's because we're going to draw him his tail down instead of out to the side. So we're first going to start with Bailey's eye. So we're just going to draw a little circle, really small. Good. And then we're going to draw another circle that goes around that. So a little bit bigger eye. And then she has kind of a... He has a wrinkle. So we're going to draw an upside down U right next to it. Good. Okay, now let's draw his smile. So we're just going to draw a curve that comes out close to the eye. Can come a little closer. And then we're going to draw the cheek line, little cheek line, right at the end. Good. Now we're going to draw the lip. So Bailey has this cool lip, comes down, and then he's going to have his big head that he can use his echolocation with.
Yes.
Yeah. Now let's draw the bottom of his mouth. So we're going to draw a curve that comes out. And then right at the end, it's going to have a little U shape. And then come down. Good. And then we're going to curve up, and that's for his neck. Good. I like how squeaky your marker is.
Yes.
Okay, now let's draw the inside of his mouth. So a little curve that comes down and comes into the U shape. And then we could draw the little teeth, little round teeth inside. Good. And then we could draw the tongue. It's a little V shape inside. Perfect. Good job, man. We drew his mouth. Okay, now let's draw his big forehead. And we're going to draw a big curve that comes up.
Whoa.
Like that. Good. Keep going. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, and then right here he has a little wrinkle above his lip. Good. Now let's draw a big curve, and this is going to be for his back, and it's going to come down to his tail down here at the bottom. I'm going to put a little point so that we leave enough room for his tail at the bottom. So we're going to come off this line, and we're going to do a big curve that comes around and then ends into that point.
I love doing big lines.
Yeah, it's fun, huh? Okay, now let's draw his chest. So right here under his jaw, it's going to have a little curve, just a little one. And then we're going to do a big curve that comes down here, and it's not going to touch this other line. So we can put a point so that we leave a space, and we're going to curve down and back into that point. Oh, that's a cool shape. I like it. Now let's draw his first fin. So we're going to let's do 2 points close together. Good. Now from this point, we're going to draw a line that comes down and comes close to his belly. And then this one is going to curve around and back to that other point. Now let's add a little chest line. Then we're going to draw his fin on this side. So we can draw a line that comes out and then curves back into his body. Perfect. That looks awesome.
Yes.
Now let's draw his tail fin. And we're going to draw a curve. Comes out on this side. And then out on this side too. Now we're going to imagine a line coming right through the middle of his tail, and we're going to put a point halfway in between these two lines. Now we're going to draw a line that connects to the point, but it's going to be an S line. So it's kind of tricky. We're going to go in, back out, and then into that point. See how it's a S line? Then we're going to do the same on this side. Out, in, and then curve in. That's tricky. And if you need to, you can watch that again. You can rewind and rewatch me drawing that if it was a little too tricky. We did it, man. Give me 5. I like his little bump on his forehead.
It's ginormous.
Ginormous. Okay, we're going to get our colors picked out. We'll come back and we're going to do some awesome shading.
Yes.
We're going to use 3 colors. We're going to use white, gray, and also pink.
Yes.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do is just color pink in the mouth. Pretty easy.
Yes.
Now we're going to put that off to the side. Now we're going to do some shading with our gray. So underneath Bailey's face, right here, I'm going to draw a line that goes up and goes up to her cheek line.
His.
Sorry, I keep saying her. And then right here, we're going to draw a line that connects to the wrinkle above his eye. Okay? Now down here at the bottom, we're going to draw this U shape underneath the neckline. Good. And then right here, we're going to draw a line that goes under his tail or his fin, and then it's going to come down the side of his body. Okay, so now let's first shade his head, his forehead. So we're going to draw right here. We're going to start really dark, press really hard, and we have a light gray, so it doesn't look too dark. And we're going to press really hard at the bottom of his forehead, and then towards the top, we're going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. Like that. Is that cool?
Yes.
It makes his forehead look a lot more round. Okay, now we're going to shade right here. We're going to get really dark, and on his lip, we're going to get lighter as we get close to the edge of his lip. And then underneath, we're going to do really dark underneath his lip. Cool. Okay, now we're going to shade underneath his mouth. And also underneath his neck. So we get really dark and fill in that U shape. Now we're going to shade his fin and press really hard because this is the underside of his fin, so it's really dark. And I left the edge of his fin white. Now we're going to shade under his belly and under his fin. Press really hard so it's dark. Then we're going to shade on the bottom side of his tail and start really dark at the bottom, and then as you get to the top, get lighter and lighter and lighter. Press lighter until it fades to white. Okay, we can do one last shadow underneath the wrinkle on his eye. And then right here also we can do a little shadow on his chest muscle. And I'm going to draw another line on this side. Good. Now the last thing we can do is we're going to use our white and we can go over all of those pencil marks to smooth them out. Good job, checkers. Give me 5. You did awesome. Now this is a tricky way. This is a secret on how to shade things that are white.
Yes.
Use a really light gray to make those shadows so that it still looks 3D, but it still looks white. Remember, if you need a little extra time, especially during the shading part, you can always pause the video and take a little extra time.
Yes.
My favorite part in the movie was when Bailey said that he was going to help Destiny, like not run into the walls.
Yeah.
And then he didn't help her. She just ran into the wall. We'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.
I got something. Dory, other way. Go the other way. Wait, no, someone's coming there.